and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Michaela, but I go by Kayla for short, and today I'll be talking to you guys about our elopement and why we decided to elope and how we did it and all the questions that any of you new brides to be want to know if you decide to elope. So we did have a venue picked out and everything, guys. We were gonna have a wedding. It was gonna be pretty big, and my mom and dad had paid a deposit already, and it was crazy because I had bought my wedding dress and it was gorgeous. And I will show you guys a picture of it in 3, 2, 1. Guys, so I loved the wedding dress that I chose. It was a 2015 David's Bridal New Edition wedding dress, and I had gotten it altered and everything. If you guys look closely at the detail of the dress, if you rewind and you go and you look at the detail of the dress, it actually has 2 doves kissing on the dress where the beads are and where the diamonds are, and it's gorgeous. I love it, and unfortunately I did not ever get a chance to wear it, but I love it. Because Liam's taking a nap right now and I'm not trying to wake him up. But I want to show you guys what I'm wearing real quick today because I'm pretty proud of my outfit and I love it. Hey guys, so I got this shirt for $12 on sale at Steinmart, and I really liked it because it's really different from all the shirts I have, because usually, you know guys, I'm really casual and I like to wear just a plain tees or like a striped tee or just a plain tee. I'm so basic. I know, I'm basic. Anyway, this was different and I liked it because I had like string on the side and it was really comfortable and it was soft. And usually, guys, I hate sayings and I hate like words on shirts. I don't know why, I just don't like it, because then I feel like people can read what's on my shirt and they just stare at me and I don't like being stared at. So that's why I don't like it. That's why I usually don't like wearing clothes like or shirts like that. But I really liked this because it just says country born and bred, I think. I don't really know. I just thought it was cool and it was really comfy, so I got it. But I also like country music, so that's why I got it. Also, I got a pack of like 7 or 6 scrunchies from Steinmart for $6.99, and I'm wearing one of them right now. It's like yellow and it has flowers on it. And then honestly, guys, I'm wearing maternity jeans still. So I still have baby weight. So I'm wearing maternity jeans still. It's so sad, but you know, mom life. Anyway, back to my video. I also got this from Steinmart for $9.99, and it just says "so very grateful," and I'm gonna put like a few pictures of me and Austin, and I'm gonna hang that in our bedroom right above like our light right here. I don't know what this is. That's weird. Anyway, because we really don't have anything in our room other than like our llamas we painted on his birthday, and then other than that, like our room is literally plain and boring. So I bought this since it was so cheap, and I have to still redecorate in our room a lot more. But so I got that also when I went to Steinmart. Hey guys, so welcome back to my story time. Let me get into this because I don't want to make it too long for you guys. Okay, so yeah, so me and Austin, we got engaged in May of 2015. So as soon as you get engaged, for those of you who have planned a wedding or have been married or who had a wedding or are about to plan a wedding, you know that when you instantly get engaged, you get so excited and you wedding plan right away. Or for me, that was the case, at least, because me and Austin, and we knew that we wanted to get married right away. It was just something we always wanted to do. And I will say, yes, the Navy played a toll on us getting married quicker. Military relationships push you get married before you live together, and so I couldn't move on base with him if we weren't married. They're really conservative. So that was one reason why we decided to elope instead of have a wedding. And the second reason was just because we wanted to be with each other, and we didn't want to wait anymore. We just wanted it to be done with and just get married. And the third reason is because planning a wedding is so stressful. And it was just too much for me to handle. I get really stressed out about a lot of things. And I don't know. I feel like I've definitely changed, actually. Like, now I'm more of a planner, but back then, guys, I was only 20 years old when I got married, and back then I was very spontaneous. I was very, very spontaneous, and I was all for it. I was just like, yeah, let's get married tomorrow. Like, let's do it. But let me backtrack a little bit. So we did have a venue. We had a venue, and it was a church. I was not saved yet, so I had only wanted to be at this church because of the looks. I only wanted that church because of the way it looked, and that my wedding dress would look pretty there, and that it'd be a really cool place to have a wedding because of the pictures. Guys, this church was not, they weren't like non-denominational, and it wasn't Christian. It was more like Catholic-y. It was like a Catholic type of church. And to get married there was a lot of rules. And my parents, may I remind you, they already paid them money to have a wedding there. And we still had to meet up with a priest, which was really weird. Really, really weird. And Austin, I remember he didn't know like this because he grew up Christian. And when we had met up with him, the priest, he didn't understand that like Austin was away. So we couldn't have meetings with him weekly like he wanted. So like we only met up with him once because that's the only time we could, because Austin was away. He was at his duty station, and I was in Florida. So it's like, how are we gonna talk to you, dude? My fiance is away. Like, he's in the military. He can't have these sit down conversations with you. And I remember our meeting. It was like the first time and the last time we had this meeting with him. And this is when we knew we could not get married in that church. Because this priest asked us so many personal questions, and that's fine. But be cool about it and be forgiving. Don't be so judgmental about the answers we're giving you. He asked a question like, were you a virgin before you get married? He asked us, oh my gosh, so many personal questions, guys. Like, we felt very awkward. And he asked us questions like, have we ever kissed? What do we expect from each other? Have we ever had a fight? Like, super like personal questions. And I was not saved yet, so I thought that was like okay. But when I finally got saved a year later, I realized this is not okay. Like, a priest or a pastor should never judge you for something that you have done in the past. They should be so forgiving and so okay. Like, how do you fix it more than, now you can't, no, this is not the right way, you can't be here, type of thing. And he was more of that way. This priest was more of like, okay, well, you can't be here then. Just, he was very, guys, he literally was just kind of too judgmental, and he thought we already needed marriage counseling, and we weren't even married yet, because we answered the questions that he didn't want to hear the right answers to. So we were just like, okay, this is not the right church for us when we were leaving that meeting. And so I got very sad and discouraged, and I think I remember having an argument with Austin about it, because I had wanted to get married there just because of the pictures, guys. Remember, I was naive. I didn't really know better. You know what I mean? So I was kind of upset, and I was like, but I want to get married there. I love that, But then he opened my eyes, Austin did, and he was like, this guy, you want to get married by this guy who literally said we already needed counseling and all this stuff. So I was like, no, you're right. So we ended up not going through with it. Not only that, but he told us we couldn't. He literally told us we could not get married there because of the choices we had made in the past. I kid you not. So I told my mom about it, and my mom was just like kind of shocked, and she was like, I don't know where we're gonna have this wedding then, because I lived in Florida, so like a lot of the wedding venues around us were 2 years and up for just a reserved date. And it was really frustrating for me because we wanted a rushed thing, because he was about to deploy that year. So we wanted to get married before the deployment. We wanted to live together already, start our lives and everything. And I know, guys, like when I got married, again, I was a freshman in college, so that was insane. So yeah, like we ended up, I remember my mom, my sister had had planned a bridal shower for us because we just decided, hey, we're not gonna have that wedding anymore. Let's do our own thing. Let's elope. And the only time we could do it, and no, I would have never chosen this date. This is our wedding date. No, I would have never chosen it, but we had to choose it this way because that's the only time Austin was home for leave, was during Christmas time, like during Christmas break. So our date is December 21st of 2015. We got married 5 days before Christmas, and it's always tight on our budget around Christmas, and that is exactly why I told him that we cannot have a Christmas baby. Like, there's no way. Like, in the future, like, let's not try to have a Christmas baby. No. Too much around our budget. Same with February now. February's booked. Me and my son are only 4 days apart, and I'm like, hey, yeah, no. February's done. No more February babies, no December babies. I want a summer baby or a spring baby, but no winter babies. No. Or a fall baby. Fall baby would be cool too. Anyway, I got distracted. Okay, back to my story time. What was I even saying? Okay, so basically, my sister planned a bridal shower for me, and she planned it the 20th, and Austin and me were thinking, well, we're already getting the stuff that's on our registry for our home. Why don't we just elope the next day and then move that week, or the next week? Let's move after Christmas. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. So that's why we did it. We just couldn't deal with the pressure anymore. We couldn't deal with all that took to plan a wedding. I just couldn't deal with it. Back then I was not a planner. If you could have told me now to do it, I would have planned it all out. I would have had so much fun. But do I regret not having a wedding? No. Absolutely not. I do not regret it. I loved that we eloped. The only one thing I regret, and I will tell anyone this, is the pictures. I wish I had pictures of him and me in my wedding dress. He has seen the wedding dress. I showed him on our 3rd year anniversary, which was just this past year. I showed him pictures of it just because I was pregnant and I was like, I'm not gonna get to the size again. Here was what I was gonna look like. Here is my wedding dress. And he liked it, and he was shocked, and he didn't cry or anything because it's not like the same reaction as in person. So that's another thing I kind of regret, is him not seeing me walk down the aisle. But all that is just, it's okay, because we saved so much money. Our elopement, I think, was only $50. Then we went to dinner afterwards. So it ended up probably being only like 80 or $100 to just have our own little elopement. And it was fun. I had so much fun. And it was a little awkward, though, because we went to the courthouse in our hometown. Well, in my hometown. We went to the courthouse, and it was awkward because we had to have 2 witnesses. I chose my mom, and then he chose his mom. So they were pretty much like our Like, his best man was his mom. My maid of honor was pretty much my mom. So they were the only two people that came, and the only two people that knew at the time. No one else really knew. And we went and we told them we wanted to get married. We went through this room. We went to this room, and other couples were waiting to get married too. And when we went in, there was an arc, like a marriage arc. I can't think of the name right now, but that's what it was. And it looked like like what you see on TV at real weddings. It was just that in front of like a cabinet. Literally, it was so kind of lame. We did get pictures by it. If I can find them, I'll put it in the video, but it was lame. So lame. Because we were in front of it, and holding hands, and I honestly, even though it was lame, I was crying because I was so happy that I was marrying him. And we had to repeat after her, just like the wedding the wedding stuff that you have to say back and forth at a real wedding. You said it there too. And then it was funny because when the lady was done and we were done like saying stuff out loud to the lady was like, okay. How vested in me you guys are married by a court of law or something like that. And then Austin, she didn't say like, you may kiss your bride. She didn't say that. So Austin was like, can I kiss her? Because like that's what like you wait for when you get married. At least that's what we thought. It was really awkward. And like our moms were even crying. It was funny. And then she was like, oh yeah, you may kiss your bride. And he was like, okay. And that was kind of awkward because I was like, there's no audience. So that was kind of like really awkward for me. But other than that, it was more of a funny experience. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much why we eloped and how we eloped. And the steps to getting married are actually really simple. It's simple to get married in Florida. I don't know how it is with other states, but for us, we had to get our marriage license first, which was pretty easy, and then we decided our elopement. And you just basically, guys, you can go in whenever. We didn't even have like a time. We didn't even have an appointment for this thing. It's so easy to get married. Saying is, it's easy to get married, it's hard to get divorced. And I don't know how it is in Florida or how it is in any other state, and I hope to never know because I love my husband so much. But yeah, so I don't know how that is, if that's really true, but I have a good idea that it could be true. So guys, I hope you like my video. I'm gonna try to post more often. I try to post 1 to 2 videos a week since I'm a stay-at-home mom and I have time on my hands. So I'm gonna try to post more videos for you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I am hoping to do a giveaway soon. I want to possibly do a giveaway if I reach 100 subscribers, and I know that's such a hard goal for me right now because I don't see me getting that far super soon. That's like that'd be super awesome, but I don't know if I see myself there yet. But anyway, I'll let you guys know about that in weeks to come. But have a good Sunday, guys. Bye.